Okay, so today we're going to take a PDF file and convert it to IFF so it can be read by the Amiga, because I want to get one of the pages from RMC's The Colouring Book of Retro Computers, which I have here as a PDF. I want to get one of those pages into the Amiga so I can edit it using a paint package on there. So let's give this a try. So what I'm going to do is first of all take this PDF and I'm going to open it with Photoshop, because Photoshop gives us the ability to export as Amiga IFF format files, which is really useful. So let's just let this open. I have to excuse my very slow laptop. Right, here we are. So we've got dialog box here, import PDF. So it's given us the thumbnails so we can see pages or images. So if I click on images, now it's strange because not all of them are showing. If you see here, we've got some gaps. So I'm not sure why that is. Probably something to do with the way it's been saved or just the way Photoshop reads them. Now I know the one I want, it's page 34. Which is this one. So I've selected that and I'm going to click OK. And here it is. So we've got this. It is the Amiga. So I want to take this now and export it as an IFF. So what we do now is go up to File and go Save As. And save as, so let's see what this is going to save it as. Yep, that's fine. I've already chosen IFF here from the drop down, so you can save it in any format, obviously out of Photoshop, but we want IFF format, and I'm going to dump it into my Amiga folder. So let's hit save. Immediately we get the IFF options. Amiga, that's what we want. We want to save this off as Amiga. So we'll save that. Saving, good. So let me go back to my Finder and here's the IFF file. Now obviously there's no preview of this under macOS because macOS doesn't support, to my knowledge, IFF format files. But what we're going to do now is take this, it's a 10 meg file, that's a bit big for the old Amiga, but we can give it a whirl, see what happens. So what I'm going to do is now take this file and copy it across to a compact flash card, which I'll then put on the Amiga and get it into a paint package. So let's give it a go. Right, so I've got a compact flash card in compact flash reader attached to my MacBook, and I've got that file. Also, if we go into here, so that's the compact flash card. Let's go into pictures folder, so that's where I'm going to dump it. So if I copy that, pop it into here, let's see, replace, because I should have done this before. Right, there we go, we've got the file in there. So now we'll just eject the compact flash card from the MacBook. That's done. Take that out and we'll pop this in PC MICA card reader and get that in the Amiga. Let's do it. Right, here we are in front of my Amiga. It's all set up. So compact flash card is in, which is great. So let's move that file. So let's fire up Directory Opus. And let's see what we can do. So let's go compact flash. Where did I put that? Pictures. And I just need to try and find it on here. There it is. That's the file. Now I need to find somewhere suitable on my internal compact flash card hard drive. So let's see. Yep, let's copy that across to DH1 Pictures. So let's copy that. 10 meg file, don't forget. So it's be interesting to see how this works. So we're going to use Personal Paint and load it into that. Why aren't you using Deluxe Paint, Keith? Well, I don't have Deluxe Paint on this Amiga, and I kind of prefer Personal Paint. That's how I roll. Okay, let's come out to RetroOpus. Let's go into Personal Paint. Chug, 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 chug. There we go. Personal Paint. Now let's load image, volumes, work, pictures. There it is, the colouring book of Retro. Proceed. File does not exist. That's interesting. I need to take a look at this. What I've done is actually renamed it. So I've thought the file name might be causing some problems there. So I've just renamed it CBOF-Amiga 34. So now when I go into Personal Paint, come on, load image, there it is, proceed. So let's see what happens. I'm just going to hit proceed and see what happens. Thinking about it. Oh, error in file data. Okay, well, let's come back to this. Let's try something. Right, so after some faffing about, I've managed to get an image that will load in. So let me show you what I've got so far. So I've had to do some work on this. I've had to do some resizing, quite some major resizing. So I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at the files, the first one that came in was well over 10 meg. I scaled that back, scaled it back again and back again in Photoshop, and I'll show you that in a moment. But for now, I've got an image that if I now hit proceed, so let's see how this goes. So if I do that, I've had to scale the image quite significantly. It's not perfect, but if we look at the task here is to get a PDF to an IFF onto the Amiga so it can be tinkered with, I think I've ticked that box. So let's let Personal Paint do its thing here. Ta-da! There's the file. Yep, doesn't look perfect, but it's good. We've got the image here. Right, so clearly this is just grayscale at the moment, but if I go into image format, and let's bring the colours up to, I don't know, 32, hit proceed, proceed, ta-da, more colours. So let's choose orange. Let's have a nice orange A500 here. Let's maybe have a slightly different colour base here. Look at that. Is that not looking super sexy and super sweet? So let's have a nice beige background for some of this. We got some colour bleed here and there, but I'm only just tinkering with this. Yeah, it's not too bad. And let's have a kind of peachy pusey mouse. Yes, let's have a nice blue for that floppy. Yeah, well, you know, it's not bad, it's not perfect, so I want to play around with this a bit more, but for now we've managed to get PDF to IFF over onto the Amiga so it can be fiddled with in a paint package here. I think I have to do some stuff with memory settings for Personal Paint, but let me show you how I managed to get this file down to the right size by using Photoshop. So let's do that now. Right, so back in Photoshop. So we've brought the PDF in to Photoshop What we need to do now is go and change the image size. And what I did here, I changed the resolution to 96 pixels per inch. Basically because 72 or 96 are good enough for display purposes. Obviously you wouldn't get much mileage out of this if you wanted to print it, but we just want to get this on a screen. So already the size has come down significantly. So we're looking at about a 3 meg image at the moment. Also, what I wanted to do was change the canvas size to get it down even more. So I know the resolution that I've got my Amiga set at, and what Personal Paint wanted was a width of 564 by 704. So let's do that. Yeah, we know that's going to happen. So we've got this at the moment. So let's bring this down to scale it to our canvas. And we've got, I think we're about there. So that's good. And now we can, of course, save that as whatever we wanted to save it as. So I've got a number of file versions on here, but what we can do now is save that out as IFF for the Amiga, and we should be all good. Let's go back. So here's the one I've done now. So it's down to 746K. So I think that has helped. I'm going to play around with the resolutions. If anybody has any tips or suggestions as to how I get a higher resolution version into the Amiga, give me a shout. That'd be great. So brilliant. So thanks RMC Neil for doing this colouring book. This is going to be a lot of fun. I might try and convert some other pages and get them into the Amiga as well. Yeah, brilliant. Well, thanks everyone for watching. Really appreciate your time. And any comments you want to leave, please leave down below. That'd be brilliant. Right, I might do a part 2 of this once I've played around with some more settings, and if I discover anything new, I will do a video on that as well. So, brilliant. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. All the best. Bye.